Hey everyone, I'm Piet Levy, music writer for the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel and TapMilwaukee.com. I'm here with our Summerfest review crew, John Gilbertson, Jason Kellner, Eric Ernst, Kyle Roach. We're at the halfway point of Summerfest, talking about the best and worst of what we've seen so far. Start with you, John. What's been the worst of the first few days of Summerfest, and what's been the best?
Without a doubt, the worst was Martin Garrix, a Dutch DJ who's coming out with a new album shortly, or his first real album. But really, live, it was just pushing buttons. He had a light show. He had bass drops. Really didn't have much else that I could hear or see. If you weren't there, if you actually wanted to look at him, there wasn't much point.
Okay.
I mean, even by DJ standards, this was pretty weak.
Okay.
As far as best, Joe Jackson. He was excellent in a very rainy situation. He started out with a solo piano set that actually started from strong and got even better as it went along. Then as his band came out, he really managed to maintain an energy that actually worked very well for what was a pretty sparse crowd.
Best, I'm gonna agree with John on Joe Jackson. He was very good under adverse conditions. Obviously, it was a very wet night.
Yeah.
He made it work though, and it was nice. I had never had a chance to see him, and his voice is still there. It was really strong.
Awesome.
Good show. I'm gonna give a close second, if not better, to Peter, Bjorn, and John last night. Excellent show. Slow builder up to the finale where singer guitarist Peter was jumping around like a young Pete Townsend. Excellent show.
Cool. And what about worst?
Worst, Ray Montagne. That's kind of like with an asterisk. It wasn't terrible, but he's got a new album, and I'm pretty sure he played the new album from front to back.
Okay.
And it just got a little dull. It felt kind of forced.
Okay.
So there was no room for favorites like Supernova, You Are the Best Thing, Trouble.
Bummer.
He didn't play any of those. So
okay,
that was just a little disappointing, but still a decent show.
I'll go with two bests, and they both came on night one. It was the double pairing of Willie Nelson and Chris Christopherson in front of a big crowd at the BMO Harris. Willie was in really great form. The band was really tight, and he just seemed really inspired. Having Chris with him brought him out on stage, and then the Chris's set before that. Really special. He was on tour with Merle Haggard when he passed away in April, and since then has brought Merle's band, The Strangers, on the road with him, along with two of Merle's sons, Ben and Noel. And Ben's just a phenomenal artist that really channels his dad's work, and the set was really just a celebration of Merle Haggard's life, and it was a really, really special evening.
I feel like we're really going with veterans for the best so far, but yeah, I got to go with Weird Al. He, he was here last year at the BMO, so he was kind of demoted a little bit to the U-Line warehouse, but it was packed over there. The set was very similar, but he threw in a few new things. The videos were all fresh, mostly new stuff there, and just the energy for a guy his age to be going out there and like 8 different costume changes and all the different rearrangements of songs and just the overall energy of the performance. He's still got it. I still love going to see him.
Cool. And what about for worst?
Worst, kind of right near there, it used to be this KNE stage. Before that it was the Casio, and they had all these local acts, and that was kind of where I would go if I didn't have something to do. And now there's like this slide. It's like a blow-up inflatable slide and like a fun house, and I sat there for a couple minutes. There were a couple kids falling down, and it wasn't really that entertaining. I missed local bands, I have to say, so that was a real disappointment.
Yeah, it's sad to see that stage go. At least local bands are playing around, so check our site for that. For worse, I would have to say, and maybe you've seen them before, Eric, Parmalee, which, it just felt so plastic. They opened for Blake Shelton, the Marcus Amphitheater. Like, every single word that was said was obviously really rehearsed, including kind of the hey bro kind of chatter and banter. Every song was really predictable, and I was just really surprised because they're a veteran country band by now, but it just seemed kind of fake. But then on the opposite side for best, it was the exact opposite. It was Alabama Shakes, because it felt really authentic. Brittany Howard is just one of the most expressive rockers, period, right now. And during a guitar solo for Gemini, she actually lost her glasses, so she was totally blind, and she couldn't see anything, and people couldn't find it, so she had to rock out for a few songs totally blind, which she said was a first for her. But somehow she was able to even put more feeling into the music. Without that vision, she just felt the music even more, and it was just really, really powerful. So in general, it's been a solid, I would say, a solid first few days for Summerfest, and there's much, much more to go. Go to jsonline.com/Summerfest. We'll have coverage all throughout the run. Thanks for watching.